You belong on every ground your feet grace, so don't ever feel out of place. Take up space and belong. This earth is your birthplace. Hey loves, welcome back to the Central Genius channel. In this video, I am going to do a review of Preparing My Daughter for Rain by Kibala or Kibala. Um, this is a collection of poetry. I don't really do a whole lot of reviews on poetry books, and I want to do more of them, and on books other than romance novels. Not on other than novels and novellas. I want to do reviews on other forms of writing that I enjoy. Um, so the book is split into four sections: the body, the heart, the land, and the soul. The body is an ode to the temples that our bodies are. Bala reminds us about the importance of honoring and loving our bodies and being kind to it. She also stresses the importance of self love and self care. She encourages the celebration of your body and all it was created for, even sex, which she speaks about not being ashamed of. And you know what? Um Sex being like this act of freedom that we partake in is one of those things that I have to grasp as a concept. But while I was reading this book, it made me see it that way. I'm not going to say see it as less important as I put it, but I kind of, sex is like, is sacred to me. I take it seriously. I'm not going to just do it with any and everybody. Um, but I admire people who are able to freely partake. I'm not wired that way, but I admire people who are able to freely partake because, that's what being a part of being a human is. We're spiritual beings living a human experience, and sex is a part of that. But I kind of feel like with me, because I'm demisexual, it's harder for me to have a sexual attraction to people without having an attachment, emotionally, mentally, whatever. So I kind of stay away from it if I don't feel like that person is worth me intertwining my soul with. If they're not worth tapping into my heart, if they're not worth penetrating my intellect and things like that. Like, I have tried. I can't see it as just this like fun thing that we do as human beings, because like that's what we're supposed to do. I understand that it is, but I'm not wired in a way that allows me to experience it in that way. But I will say that reading her poetry definitely opened up my mind a lot. She also speaks about how you should govern your body when it comes to men. Like I said, the body is an ode to our bodies as women, and it's a reminder of our beauty regardless of the shape or sizes of our bodies. And I feel like that's an important lesson to teach her daughter and also all little girls. I would literally buy this book for my own daughter, or like my niece. I would buy it for her. Because I feel like she really hit a lot of marks that we didn't really get told as little girls. Um, but yeah, I appreciate her for extending that to the public. The next section, the heart, is a reflection of the love she gave to people who didn't deserve it. The sacrifices she made in the name of love, and the things she regretted doing because of love. She also speaks of healthy love and how there are men who will love you back, but it serves as a warning against the men who only want to lay with you. She also teaches how to tell the difference between love and lust. She stresses the importance of self love, so you'd always be loved, even when the men you date won't commit to you. The heart is a celebration of genuine love and a warning to guard our hearts because it's precious and soft and worthy. And I got that message loud and clear. I just love the vulnerability that's present in her work. Like, I loved every minute of it. Every word that she wrote, I felt. And I feel like this is definitely one of those collections of poetry that you would gift a little girl. Like I said, I'm gonna gift my niece it. I think my niece will probably be like 10, 11 this year, so I'm gonna gift it to her for her birthday. But the next section in the poetry book is the land. The land is a reminder of her African ancestry. It is about her experiences as a woman with racial ambiguity. It is also about her family and her upbringing. She speaks of slavery, colonialism, and how black people are still affected by it, plus how we, but her specifically, are expected to forget about it to make colonizers comfortable. It also celebrates our freedom and reminds us that we are free and are able to exist anywhere we go in the world peacefully. And that's also an important message because I feel like as black people we were conditioned to always mind ourselves when we're out in public. We walk around knowing that everybody is watching our every move and they are judging us based off of the way that we are maneuvering through the world, even though we're just trying to exist as human beings. I feel like there's a lot of scrutiny that we get, especially from each other, because I feel like we're so conditioned to feel like being black is this one thing, like we're a monolith and we're not. And you have instances where it's what I call the good blacks and the bad blacks. The good blacks are black people who care about their proximity to whiteness and white acceptance and you know white inclusion, stuff like that. If y'all don't stop acting like that in public, that's why them people don't talk to us. That's why them people don't mess with us. I can't stand ratchet and ghetto people and stuff like that. People who say stuff like that, those are the good blacks. And when I say good, that's because they think that they are good. They put themselves on a pedestal. And then you have the bad blacks, which are black people who walk in their freedom. They don't care who's watching them. They don't care where they are. They are themselves and they don't shrink themselves to make people feel comfortable, and they get looked down on because of that reason, because they're not poised and you're not speaking correct English, and you don't sound educated, and you're not able to articulate certain things a certain type of way, so you're ratchet and ghetto and bad blacks. You give us a bad name and you represent us wrong when no one person represents us as a community. And I feel like that's one of the pet peeves that I have about our community, that it's always a separation, whether it's a good black versus bad black, whether it's colorism, whether it's classism, whether it's the hierarchy mindset that certain people are on the top, certain people are on the bottom. It's just always something that's separating us. And it's a pet peeve of mine. It's like, bruh, just let people live. If you want to monitor yourself and poise yourself and sit up straight in front of that's your prerogative. But don't judge somebody else because they don't do that. They are themselves no matter where they go. Now, do I think that there's a time and place for certain things? Absolutely. But at the same time, I'm not going to judge somebody for being who they are. So the next section on in the poetry book is the soul. The soul is a reminder that we are not humans living a human experience, but we are spiritual beings living a human experience, like I said earlier. So we should accept ourselves as such with no shame. It also teaches us how to heal and gives us things we need to remember on our healing journey. It also serves as a reminder to nourish the God in us. And I feel like the soul is important as well because, like I said, it reminds you that we are spiritual beings living a human experience. And a lot of things that make us cringe and uncomfortable and stuff like that are human things. and some of us have a hard time accepting it as a part of ourselves. Now, like I said, some people are not all of us are not wired the same way. We have different perspectives of things, and we are created, we are uniquely molded and created into different people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to condemn you for experiencing your human existence differently than I do, because it's pointless. There's no one way for you to do things. At least I don't believe so. I just feel like the division that we cause, especially within our community, it's just unnecessary, and it's really tiring, to be honest. But I give this collection of poetry a 5 out of 5 stars. Like, there are no complaints for me. I feel like it touched my soul. I took my time and read it so that I could get something from it. Because a lot of times, you read fast. When you're a reader, you go through books really fast and you realize that you didn't even enjoy it. But I really enjoy this work. Like I said, I feel like it is the perfect message to send to little girls, not just her daughter, but like our daughters, our nieces, our sisters, ourselves, our mothers, grandmothers. I feel like we all can gain something from reading the messages and teaching, preparing my daughter for rain. But I definitely think that y'all should check out this collection of poetry by Key Bala or Bala. If y'all know how to pronounce it, please correct me, because I know I say this a lot. I'm Geechee, and we pronounce things, we stress syllables that are not necessarily stressed, and that's fine. Nothing is wrong with it, but yeah. I thought that it was a great collection of poetry. I do feel like it's worth reading. I feel like even men, I feel little boys as well, I feel like little boys and little girls would definitely benefit from reading this collection of poetry. But thank y'all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this collection of poetry. If you've read it, let me know how it touched you and what you got from it. I'm excited to have a conversation with y'all in the comments to see if we had similar perceptions of it. But I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. Before you go, check out my website at srgraham.org and subscribe to my mailing list to get exclusive updates on works in progress, other news, and blog posts. Thank you.